Hello everyone and welcome back to TIMBERBORN. This is episode 32 of the Rigger Ridge series. In the last episode we did a few things including setting up this water diversion area. So now the bad water will be able to go out this way when the upcoming bad tide approaches. And also in Valley High we started setting up some fun areas over here. Although we are using quite a bit of power, and you can see that these ones are actually out of power. So for now we're going to actually have to pause these. And I saw some great comments about adjusting the gravity batteries over here. I think what we'll probably end up doing today is getting another one installed right here. And then also getting some dynamite placed under here to increase the amount of potential energy. Plus getting some more set up over on this side. We'll also look at getting some large windmills set up as well to help increase the amount of power that we can gather. So right off the bat we're going to do that by getting some windmills set up, and we can also start getting some dynamite placed here, although it looks like they can't quite reach that. They should be able to as soon as we extend this path, and they can reach it, and then we'll do the same over for this area. And then I will want to place some dynamite under here, but we'll need to wait for this gravity battery to charge up. But in the meantime, we can get a double platform placed over here. That way they can actually reach this area. And with the bad tide coming up, we should do some quick resource checks in Valley High. Right off the bat, everything looks pretty good. In Mountainville, we're doing even better, over 10,000 water and 11,000 food. We honestly could even continue expanding some of these storages. Looks like we are above 0 maple syrup, doing great on catalyst. And then we actually have some maple pastries now. That is excellent news. Seems like putting bots in these buildings and then prioritizing them by haulers has been a great addition. And in District 3 it looks like we have a beaver who he needs a teeth grindstone. So let's get one of those placed really quickly. And apparently haulers don't actually help construct anything. All they do is just move goods around between buildings. They can't deliver materials to the job site. These guys are only at 51 water, so we will want to get some large water pumpers set up. So we're going to put some levees right here, because we will in the future end up surrounding this whole area with levees. And we can also get some platforms set up. And now we can start constructing the first large water pump for this district. Looks like it's not quite enough to reach the water down here. Although if we get these levees constructed, then we might be able to pump a little bit of water. But there's only 0.8 days left, so we're not going to be able to construct any of this in time. And we might as well start raising this and let the bad water, or let the water go out here, which will eventually be bad water. And we also have an exciting channel update. I just got accepted into the YouTube partner program, so now there is a channel membership. If you guys want to support the channel, you can go ahead and join, but you absolutely do not need to. You guys showing up and watching the videos is more than enough support. But if you do decide to join, thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. And that is just one of the first steps in growing this channel. We also recently passed the 800 subscriber count, which is just absolutely insane. A year ago, I think I only had like maybe 20 subscribers. So 2023 was an absolutely fantastic year for this channel. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed and everyone who comes back day in and day out to watch the videos. We can also start lowering this one. And now we actually have some levees over here, which should prevent most of the flooding, except for this little bit. But most of the flooding will be contained to the side over here. And now the water elevation will go down, so we can start pausing some of these. And we'll also go pause the water pumpers. Since we're doing so great on resources in this district, I think we're going to start making some more storage over here. So we'll start by getting some paths set up, and then we can get some of these large warehouses set up. So we had the bad tide just up here. I want to double check that I got everything. We have this bad water diverter set up. Then we have the first one also set up. And we get to see this new one in action now. Looks like these guys are not able to get treated planks though, so we'll need to go to the district crossing and make sure that we have all of the distribution set up. Looks like they are exporting it from Mountainville, but I don't think we have anywhere to store it over here. So we can get some small piles set up. And we also need to get some platforms going across here. So now that we're going to be getting this large water pump set up, we will want to get some more storage. And it looks like we can fit this perfectly right here. Back in Valley High, let's take a look at if they've made any progress. Looks like they have, and we should be able to place the dynamite under here now. Sweet. And then we can start detonating all this. And now we just continue putting dynamite down here. You can see the extra windmills are helping quite a bit. It's charging up these batteries. And we can also add in one more set of water wheels over here. We'll just do the same thing that we were doing before. And now we're getting pretty close to these showers over here. But that shouldn't be a problem as long as we have this little area blocked off. Help funnel all the water directly through this path. Looks like the beavers did finish constructing this large bad water pump. And it's dry, so we can actually pause this. We are just about balanced on beavers and jobs, so we'll probably want to get some more housing set up. And while we don't have a whole lot to do over here, we can start getting some of these levees built. And they did finish building the dynamite almost immediately. And that is a perfect place for us to get another house set up. And we can also look at getting these floodgates set up right here, but we'll want to have these set down to 1.5 for now. That way the water can actually escape. Otherwise we would be flooding our new district. And I did like the suggestion about trying to maximize efficiency over here. So what we're going to do is put in some platforms right around here. Get rid of this lumberjack flag, and then we can actually move the forester to be right here. And then we'll get the last lumberjack flag placed right here. That way we can plant a few more trees in this area. And as long as we relocate this fluid pump just a little bit, we can do the same thing over here. Looks like we're running into the problem again of these trees not getting enough water. So what I think we're going to do is going to temporarily get rid of all of these trees, and then we're going to blow this up, lower this one level with dynamite, and then hopefully the irrigation effect should spread a little bit further. And you can see the beavers in this district are itching to do something because they came and tore this all down immediately. Which means hopefully they will actually come and build this immediately as well. And while we have the drought going, we're going to actually get rid of this. And this is going to cause a little bit of a kerfuffle. But if we get some dynamite placed in here, then we can make a path over this direction. Then we can get a little water area set up for this fountain of joy. And we have so much science that we have no problem unlocking it. So now we can blow this dynamite up right here. And it didn't really help that much, unfortunately. We can try spreading some water over this way a little bit as well. And we do want to get this path constructed a little bit quickly so that way we can get access to all these showers over here. The beavers in District 3 have been absolutely crushing it. They got this constructed pretty dang quickly. So as soon as we get this put in, then they should be good to go for raising this up and then having this fill up with water once the bad tide's over. And we are completely out of water in this district. We have been using the fluid dumps, but I didn't think it was going to really use that much. Although we have been increasing the population, so that probably has something to do with it. Even with all these haulers from this district crossing, bringing water over here, I guess it's not quite enough. We're going to switch this to bots, and that way they can continue to bring water even during the night, so there should be plenty in the morning. Okay, to be honest, I've only used this once, and I guess this is not entirely how you do it. So I think I need to get rid of some more trees around here. Oh, so it looks like they just added a feature, maybe recently. You can actually change how deep they will pump. So it changes the nozzle length. So you can make it smaller. Yeah, so you can adjust it. That's actually pretty cool. So we'll try this one more time, get some dynamite set up. And they are filling in some of the blocks over here. I made it too deep, and I think only one tile deep is how deep it should be. Back in Valley High, looks like they have finished placing the dynamite probably a while ago. So we'll continue blowing all it up. It's only slightly inconvenient trying to place dynamite down in these holes. And they did get a little bit of water, but it's still not a whole lot. I am looking forward to Once the bad tide's over, then we can get this water pumper in action. Okay, round 2. All that is blown up, although they can't reach these. So we need to make sure they can get down there. And then in monuments, oh yeah, we need to finish building that, then we should be able to place it. And we finally rearranged the fluid dump and the farmhouse over here, which means we can add a few more carrot spots. And you may as well continue adding in a few more windmills. One thing that I don't love is that you can't get rid of this carrot because it's too far from a district center, although this beaver can unplant it. But it looks like the bad tide has ended, and so very shortly we will be able to raise this floodgate right here. It looks like adding in this little narrowing device, whatever you want to call it. These levees have been doing a decent job of helping push the bad water out this way. But we'll leave that for just a minute while we go unpause all the other ones. Or, not unpause, but start changing it to get the bad water pushed out, or the water pushed out through this direction. There is a little bit of residual bad water. Let's see if we can try mixing it and then clearing it. So you can hardly even tell there's any bad water at all, but whatever bad water there was should be gone now, and we can start filling up this area. Plus we can also raise this up to 2.5, and then we can also unpause this pumper. Looks like we are missing a few jobs, but those are all on the hauling post, so we're not missing out on too much. And this wet season couldn't have come any sooner because we only have 30 water in this district. And we can start unpausing all these water pumpers. Although we are missing a lot of bot jobs, so we're going to go ahead and switch this back. They are still not doing great on water. Now that this is filling up, that should give these beavers access to way more water instead of having to get it imported from other districts. Man, we've placed at least 3 rounds of dynamite. It is crazy how much more we can keep placing. And unfortunately, I think we're going to have to dynamite our way down here unless we were to somehow build platforms around. Yeah, I think this is probably the best way to get here. Back in District 3, it looks like day 2, they are actually getting a decent amount of water here. It's convenient that they have this storage so close. And we can also prioritize this by haulers, and that way they can start filling this up as well. And we'll also want a way across to this side, so we're going to get a couple bridges set up. Uh-oh, it looks like I accidentally raised these up a little bit too much. Well, I was flooding everything, it looks like. And we're going to probably want to even lower this just to help get a little bit of water out of here. Let's see if this is the last level or not. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty dang close. Okay. So that is the final level down. It is near impossible to see down here. So we can finally start constructing these gravity batteries. Looks like the water is finally just about the top level. And there it starts spilling out. So we have quite a bit of water saved up now. These guys are doing some great work, pumping their wood, filling up the water tanks, and they don't really have a whole lot to do right now. They're doing great on wood, so we could get a nice monument built for them. No, I don't exactly know. Oh, can they reach it from underneath? That is pretty dang cool. Well, I know they won't be able to reach this one. We'll just have to build a staircase up, and that should be good. Get another one set up for the next monument, although they don't have enough planks right now to justify putting in the other monument. And with that, we are going to wrap up today's video. We finally got District 3 to be a little bit more independent with their own water source. They're also in the process of constructing their first monument. Valley High is in the process of expanding their power storage. Have some gravity batteries set up, and we're trying to get one more gravity battery set up right here, but these darn carrots do not want to go away. Mountainville is continuing to thrive, and they're up to 14,000 food because we did get a few more large storages set up for them. So if you enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and smash that like button. We really appreciate it. And with that, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.